What's that girl's name?
She slept with 1,000 guys in 24 hours.
Fell off the balcony to her death.
People who are participating in OnlyFans went up by 1,600%.
Isn't Kanye West?
He got kicked off of Twitter because he just went on this like rampage. He posted like...
The adult film industry is huge. What's that girl's name?
She slept with 1,000 guys in 24 hours or something like that.
And now it seems like all these other girls are like trying to top it. And you just keep hearing this stuff. Like there was some other girl, I think it was in Miami. She was shooting a film set or like some kind of a gangbang or something on a balcony and like fell off the balcony to her death.
Yeah. I mean, I think what we're seeing is, you know, content creation became a legitimized career, and then because we live in an over-sexualized culture, and then you see the birth and rise up of OnlyFans, those worlds kind of intermeshed, and it really happened during COVID. During COVID, OnlyFans production, people who are participating in OnlyFans went up by 1,600%.
1,600%?
1,600%. And then porn consumption went up 400%.
Wow.
And but what you would see is essentially they were using social media like a funnel, in that, you know, I've met with many girls who used to be in OnlyFans, or girls that worked on the marketing arm of OnlyFans. And the way that would work is, you know, once a girl became popular, once they became, you know, the top 10%, they would grab that girl and they would say, hey, we're going to represent you. We're going to take great care of you. And they would bring them into a studio and they would shoot all this stock footage, and they'll say, hey, we're going to 10X, you know, the way that you're being monetized, because we're going to shoot all this footage, and then we're going to have, you know, 30 random, you know, guys in a basement in the Philippines or whatever. They're going to be chatting with the people. So they're going to have your password. You're not going to have to be on OnlyFans anymore. We're just going to shoot all this stock content. And it's like Catfishing 2.0, where, you know, you pay per message, per video, per picture, and then you got a guy sitting there pretending to be her, and you're talking with these people, and they're saying, you know, whatever in the comments, and they're just plug and playing stuff from stock footage. So once a month they just go and shoot all this footage. Now you got this, you know, this stuff to work with, and you're just plugging and playing. So now they can be talking to 30 people at once, but they're talking to no one at all. And then, you know, they're getting, you know, 75, 80% of that revenue.
Damn.
So you're not even, so to the person that is, you know, addicted to OnlyFans, if you're talking to a popular creator, I can almost guarantee you're not talking to that person.
No kidding. Why do you think that, I mean, we're going to get way more in depth on this stuff later on, but I mean, where does this shit end?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, I mean, it's like anything else you see, right? But it's just, they're constantly one-upping each other. Like, oh, how, you know, how disgusting can I make it? You know, 1,000 dudes in 24 hours.
Yeah, I mean,
what does that even look like? I mean, how do you even recruit that?
Yeah, I mean, unfortunately, it's pretty easy. Because like I was in the porn industry for almost 7 years, and you know, when girls would do gangbangs, because like guys that were like professionally like in the industry, for the most part, didn't do gangbangs, because a director's not paying, you know, top, you know, because you have a day rate, you have an individual rate that you make per day, so you're not paying that per guy, you know. So you're finding anyone off the street that's willing to go get an STD and AIDS test. So you're probably, you might not be paying them at all. So you know, and these girls, again, they got all these fans. All you gotta do is post a story in the comments saying, hey, anyone in this vicinity that follows me, do you want to be part of this? Go get a test, bring the test here, and you get to have sex with me. And it works. And it's like where like social media is working like a funnel now, where the girls, they're supposed to be provocative on TikTok, and in the TikTok it says go to my IG, and on IG there's a little link in their page, and here's my link tree, and on my link tree is my OnlyFans, and it's just a big funnel to sell porn.
Jeez. Isn't Kanye West getting back into not back into, is he getting into it? He just had his girlfriend pretty much naked at whatever award show that was. I don't follow any of this.
Yeah, it's wild, man, because like,
And kids were around.
Yeah.
It's like little kids looking at this.
yeah, like you see like Kanye go from someone who was having these church things,
Yeah, right?
and had like pretty decent like Christian rap come out, and then like really like go on this like bender. But I would say, man, like the guy experienced significant brokenness in his life, and I think to the person is saying, man, how could this person actually know Jesus? I think he liked the idea of Jesus, but for Jesus to invade and to help you, to invade your heart, you have to surrender and submit, and that's not a natural thing. Especially to the guy who has millions upon millions of dollars, and everyone around him saying like, "You're the guy, you're the guy, you're the guy." For you to say, "I'm not the guy," and the way to find healing and wholeness is for me to bend my knee to the lordship of Jesus Christ. That's very different than acknowledging that something exists. So I would just say, I think he liked the idea of Jesus, and then he experienced some brokenness, and he was trying really hard to be okay, and he just wasn't.
Yeah.
Because he's just kind of been up, down, up, down, up, down. But I saw like he got kicked off of Twitter because he just went on this like rampage. He posted like porn, like for 2 or 3 hours, like nonstop, just posting like hardcore pornography right after that happened. Like right after he showed up to the award show with the girl. Is it his wife?
I don't know.
Or whoever.
I don't follow any of this stuff.
It's like he was married to a Kardashian, and they got it's
Yeah.
like, I mean, I don't know exactly what happened, but it's sad. It's sad.
Man. Yeah, well, I got your whole life's outline right here, but I don't really want to go down the outline. I think this is going to be a very fascinating conversation, and so I just want to riff.
Yeah.
And I hope you're okay with that. But I really want to talk about, in a lot of my interviews, we talk about like the effects of war and
Sure.
and extreme trauma and how to get over it and what that does and
Yeah.
the rabbit hole, the downward spiral that sends you on. And I just have this feeling that this is going to be very similar to that.
Absolutely.
And to be honest with you, I tried to get Jenna Jameson to come on here to talk about this. I've been trying to get her for years, but I think she's got some health stuff going on. But yeah, it's just always been a subject that I've been really interested to dive into, and especially like I don't. Are you familiar with like the effects that it has on kids?
Oh, absolutely.
And the addictions and all that kind of. I mean, this stuff is like really bad.
Yeah, I mean, you look at research. Average age of exposure 3 years ago was 11. It's trending towards 8 years old now, and
8
years old. And what's interesting, so 84% of first-time exposure to pornography for kids is secondhand exposure, meaning that they weren't looking for it. They were either on an unprotected device, and it was looking for them. Because this is the world that we live in, because of streaming and things like that. Like everything has porn on it, to the extent, depend on what your definition of porn would be, and then just being at school or someone else's home, and then it was shown to them.
No matter where you're watching Shawn Ryan Show from, if you get anything out of this, please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, share this everywhere you possibly can. And if you're feeling extra generous, please leave us a review on Apple and Spotify podcasts.